Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today. This is as above, so below this Saturn energy. Teaching every one of you guys, if this is your first time joining my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel G. I'm the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. My beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. To each and every one of you guys, first of all, I want to say, teach to my madrina, to my padrino, to my oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters, Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Ajays. Those that do not understand or do not know, on tomorrow, close to noontime, I start ascending on my birthday. What that means is that I started elevating spiritually on my birthday, and it's been going on for years. This is an ascension that they either endow me with some type of gift or some type of ability, and I don't necessarily know until it actually happens. And so my sister bought me some pizza, so I got it. So, hello, what's up, Sister Rhonda in the house, Aries. And they got Crab Case Monique 444. And then we got Ryan, my Libra, in the house. Thank you so much for joining our Mother Susan. What's up? Demetrius and Tribal Love, teaching everybody. And that we thank God for each and every one of you guys. Is that my Shamari? Much love to you as well, to each and every one of you guys. I wanted to share this with you guys. Okay. There, I'm gonna get my hand now. But I want to share this with you guys. My spirituality is true and real. What's up, my Karen O'Brien, my Gemini? And everybody, I want to personally, because y'all know how excited I am about my Voodoo membership. And so Karen O'Brien is my first Voodoo member. I'm excited. I want y'all to give her a thunderous applause for being my first Voodoo. Darius is my first Orisha membership. Who is my first? Demetrius. Demetrius is my first Palo. So Demetrius is my first Palo member. Darius is my first Orisha. And Karen O'Brien is my first Voodoo membership. And I am ecstatic. Thank you, Demetrius. I appreciate that. What's up, my baby Scorpio? No, Demetrius was the first person to get Apollo. Monique is your first Apollo? Monique is? I had to check my. Okay. I don't thought you were. Oh, okay, that is right. That is correct. I do apologize. The reason why these are significant, because these people are going to be projected on higher levels. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Demetrius is second. That's right. Demetrius came behind her. All right. Y'all excuse me. But I wanted to share this with me and you guys. A purpose of my spirituality is to be purpose of my spirituality. Please don't irk me. I'm a Sagittarius, my moon in Aries rising sign. I absolutely mean no harm, but don't piss me off. I am so not in the fucking mood. I really ain't. Okay? Got a lot going on. If I make a mistake, I'll correct it. I did more correcting than your daddy did. I did more correcting than your husband did. Your brothers. So if you don't know what kind of mood I'm in, understand I'm in transition. Okay? I'm ascending on my birthday. And a lot of this stuff that I had to go through, I'm dealing with. A lot of y'all can be petty. Let me say this. I have accomplished so much this year. Up under so much pressure. Up under so much attack. Up under the level of dysfunction of membership in my church. I'm not you. And I put God first. And I was discussing this, and I'm gonna say this again. You don't believe in being placed upon the altar and being a living sacrifice. You don't believe that when you are the clay and God is the potter, that you feel like you have a right to dictate to the potter what he's doing. Unlike you, I am committed. I don't lean to my own understanding. I cannot like nothing I'm going through, but I don't lean to my understanding. I let God direct my path. I don't care how much I've learned. I don't care how much I have ascended. I don't care how much I have acquired. I don't care how much I have advanced. I will never, ever lean to my own understanding. I do not know what tomorrow holds. So therefore, I trust my Egon because they see more than I see. I trust my Orishas. I trust any divine being that is leading me. I trust my voodoo spirit because they have my best interest. Unlike you, when it comes to things in life, you let what you see bother you. I don't. On Friday, I had my hemoglobin drop down to a 4.3. This morning, without even receiving blood, my hemoglobin was a 6.7. And for all of you that don't know this, I want you to hear me very clearly. What I don't have faith for, if I did not have faith, I got $1 million worth of insurance. I have major and minor medical, but UPS pays up to $1 million. I'm going to be all right. But do I need $1 million? No. And this what I'm going through is hereditary. And I took out my time. And the thing about I don't like it is when I am transparent in hopes that people understand no matter how spiritual you are, how much gifted you are. You have no business going to the church and hearing the story about Jesus being on the cross. You have no business talking about Daniel in the lion's den. If you don't think that you have to go through just because you are skilled or gifted or talented, I've never seen so many people. And I'm like, don't understand, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem going through my trial. I don't always like my trials. But I signed up for this. What's up, my 69? I don't do pep rally, not even for myself. I don't do positive affirmations. I don't do positive thinking. I look for results. That's why I do the things that I do. That's why I had already advanced, did my work with my goat already. I had already brought the goat home, already set up my protection. Trials and tribulations about life is not something for you to fret about. Do you realize that even though Elijah was dead, when they let a dead body down on his bone, that it resurrected? Like, the power of God is eternal. I do all this being transparent for you to see that even Chief Apostle Eli, even most people, when people are looking up to them, they are not transparent because they want you to perceive them in certain ways, and they want you to make them. They want you to make them believe that you ain't never going through that. You always do. I get victory not only in the mountaintop. I also get victory in the valley low. Do you understand? So see, my thing is in my church. Not only am I going to tell you about God as a healer, but I can tell you God's a healer because he done healed me. Do you understand that? See, you're not the type of leader, and you never will be the type of elder that would be first partake of the fruit. So when I tell you that you in a healing ministry, and you in a ministry that God moves, how you gonna deny my own healing? How you gonna? I am a anemic from birth. Anemic from birth. My mother was burned to the point that the doctors told my grandmother to go home and prepare a funeral. If she lived, she'd be a vegetable and she'll never have kids. Do you understand who you talking to? I come from a woman that was, by the medical science, would not live, or if she did, she'd be a vegetable and definitely not having kids. And she got a vessel like she got for an eldest son, and she got a daughter like she got. I came from a miracle. I've been defying odds ever since I've been on planet Earth. That's why you don't experience what you don't experience. It is not your faith. It's not your commitment. It is not your dedication. It is what I have been operating in all my days. I have defied not only nature, I've defied so many situations and circumstances. And I'm only 50, about to be 52 years old. But I've been working miracles since I was a child. I've been getting people out of court cases since a child. I've been helping people get money. I've been killing people. And I'm still ascending on tomorrow. I don't look for sympathy. I look for deliverance. I don't live my life because I'm going through something. That's what Serenity Prayer said, accepting those things that you can change. I cannot change the fact that I'm anemic. Or what I do change is the quality and how I go through my trial. And I try to encourage many of you guys, because there's so many people in leadership or elders and people that you don't know the things that they're going through. Do you not know that my padrino, my Oba, don't have no idea that I'm going through any of this? They don't have healing ministers like I did. I don't turn to people that can't give me what they ain't got. But the same God that been bringing me through, the same God that been healing you, the same God that He's gonna heal me too. Jehovah Rapha works for me too. You don't have that kind of faith, baby, and I don't expect you to. That's why I don't talk to you. Your ego ain't never moved for you like that. Your Moreto ain't never moved for you like that. I'm transparent because I want you to understand. Happy solar return. Thank you so much, prophetess. I was talking about prophet, Pisces goddess. I'm trying to show you how to walk this walk wherever you are, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. You got to understand something. You got to learn the keys of life. You got to be able to unlock the doors that are necessary for your life. And when you're going through things, it ain't no poor you. And let me tell y'all something. Half of the stuff that most people going through, they deserve to go through because of the action that they take. You don't live an upright life. You don't live a consistent life. You don't live a life of dedication. You don't live a life of commitment. And you still complain about, even though God has been gracious and merciful to you. You don't even deserve to be in my presence. Because I don't work. I mean, how many miracles do I got to work? How many times, God, you got to look at my church and look at how the people in the membership acting in my church, and God still be moving for me. How you feel sorry for somebody that make over $100,000 headed to millionaire status? Because if God wanted to take me out, He could have been took me out. He ain't had to let me come here. You know how many people attack me? How many people come against me? And they all fail. It ain't because I'm such a great root worker. When God be for you, who can be against you? My obedience get me the outcomes I get. All my doctors that I done had are dumbfounded. My hemoglobin got down to 4.3. It originally was down, it was at 5.4, but it dropped when I went to work on Friday. But you know when they ran my x-ray, I want you to hear this, why you claim to be knowing God in my life. None of my organs, my kidneys, my liver, my heart, is nothing damaged or wrong with any of my organs. And I have been running on low blood the whole time. I don't have cholesterol. How many 50-some-year-old men going through my trials and situations got my testimony? They medical science can only prove one thing, that the hand of God is on my life. That's what their medical science. Because when they get their reports back, they be saying, "Are you sure you never had a blood?" I'm positive. There's no record. I don't have a medical record because I'm not a sickly person. I don't go to the hospital because I don't have a need to go to the hospital because God healed me. But for whatever reason, it was written in my ETA that I had to go through this with a blood disorder. Okay. But I'm not whining. I'm not whining. And I don't have a bad report. And if I did, I still wouldn't be whining. But I don't. I ain't never been in a bed this long without having sex. So that's why I'm frustrated, because I'm just sitting here getting this blood transfusion. And I'm a Sagittarius, and I don't like to be confined. I don't like to be in a place too long. I likes to go. My moon is in Aries. I'm impulsive. My rising sign Pisces. I got dreams to dream, and it most certainly it's not because I'm sitting up in the hospital. What you need to be saying is finally we got a leader, an elder that's transparent. Because most people will hide stuff like this. I ain't ashamed about nothing I'm going through. If you caught me in a whole house, I wouldn't be ashamed. If you caught me in a gambling house, I wouldn't be ashamed. My life has been a shining light for all types of people. And I can't believe after everything I have manifested that you don't see the hand of God in my life. I even showed you in my book. I didn't have to do that. I did not have to show nobody in my ETA what was already written. I showed you the date. August the 7th, 2023. Letting you know this was something that I had to deal with. And it still ain't enough for you. Where your testimony? Where your egg gonna moving for you like that? You should be confident. Because if God can bring me through what he bringing me through, that is why when I pray for you, God bring you through. Because if my magic can't work for me, how it gonna work for you? If my prayer oil can't work for me, how it gonna work for you? If my communication with the divine or the ego ain't working for me, how it gonna work for you, baby? I'm ascending tomorrow. Are you ascending on your birthday? My enemies don't even like this mere fact that I ain't nothing they doing working. Is that your testimony? All of my tests came back proving that Jehovah Rohi is my shepherd, but Jehovah Rapha is my healer. You don't believe God like that. Don't play with me, y'all. Don't play with me. It's okay for you not to have my kind of faith. It's okay for you not to trust God like that. But what's not okay is you to project what you got going on in your head on me. Don't do that. Because I'll reverse that shit right on you. Don't put your fears on me. Don't put none of that on me. I don't live like you live. I'm already eternal. And when I have to go through certain things, because that's what they want me to go through, that's what I'm here for. And at least I'm not lying about it. At least I'm transparent about it. But I still got victory in this. And I ain't talking about man-made victory. I'm talking about what the medicine doing. I'm talking about what my doctors are explaining to me. And how they are dumbfounded at what's going on in my body. Because it ain't nothing but Isaiah 10 and 27. And I'm letting you know straight up, I'm 52 years old. I ain't taking chances about nothing. And if I don't feel good, if I don't feel right, I used to push myself, I'm not doing it no more. That's why I get in so many hotels. The stuff I used to do, I'm not doing that no more. Because I don't have to push myself no more. I don't work hard. My harvest is coming in. I'm working with who working with me. And I'm getting myself together. Is that what you're doing? Because your body is not healthy like mine. And some of y'all younger than me, and some of y'all older than me. Because I'm getting in here taking care of myself and making sure I'm okay. Because of something hereditary. The same thing I try to tell Minister Mario, when you're dealing with stuff that you were born with in your blood. I'm a proactive individual. I done said that over and over again. And when I show you, which it probably ain't gonna make nobody believe God even more. But how many miracles do I got to work? You should be shaming yourself. All the things that I done brought you through. You think my God gonna bring you through me, but he ain't gonna bring me through. Have you ever lost your ever-loving mind? Have you lost your ever-loving mind? That's why I keep trying to tell y'all about classes. I keep trying to tell y'all about renewing your mind. Understanding accountability. And I say it oftentimes, if you ain't going to deny yourself, you ain't going to deny family, the spiritual journey ain't for you. Ifa ain't for you. Voodoo ain't for you. Santeria. It's all commitment. And then when you commit yourself, you have to go through these things. And especially if you're talking about being somebody godmother, godfather, somebody elder, somebody pastor, somebody leader. Who wants a leader that don't know how to go through a trial? A circumstance. It's easy to get in the pulpit and talk about what God can do until you got to go through it. It's easy to talk about God bring the finances in until you got to go through financial trial. Why you think I'm so good at money work? Because I know how to make $1 out of 15 cents. I'm a go-getter. I'm a hustler. I'm going to grind until I get to my goal. I'm not going to sit there and whine about what I ain't got. I'm not going to look at my hand and say, well, I ain't got but a 15 cent. I something go make $1. Come and find them other 85. God, you know where the 85 at. I'm not leaning to my understanding. I'm gonna let you direct my path, and I'm gonna get up and do what I need to do. That's all I've been teaching the whole time. But you claim you want spirituality. You claim you want to grow. You claim that you. Let me tell you something. Brother Darius said something to me that bears worth repeating. He said, "Apostle, I know you're not gonna tell me what to do." He said, "But can you tell me what you would do if you was in my situation?" If I was in a lot of y'all situation, I would not be out here spending my money on the shit you spend your money on. I will be getting my memberships. I will be getting my graveyard work. I will be getting my education. Because guess what? You can't get a gift, a talent, or ability and just without practicing and maneuver and be confident in that gift or that talent or that blessing like that. It takes time for you to actually have confidence in your ego. That means you got to go through some things and see them bring you out. See, unlike you, I put God first. And what I mean by putting God first, I'm going to take care of my spirits. That's why I have a certain level of confidence. That's why I have a certain level of trust. And when I don't see my way, it don't bother me. When I don't know which way to go, it don't bother me. When I don't know what the outcome going to be, it don't bother me. I know when I say that they got me, I know that because I've always leaned to them. And they ain't never failed me. They ain't never put me in a situation they ain't bring me out. When they told me I was going to be all right, that's it. They say, you going to come through this? That's all I need to hear. Why you got to be told something over and over? Because you have an inability to trust something that you're not working with. You worried about somebody making over $100,000 headed to millionaire status? If you really knew how financially stacked I was, if you really knew how even on my job stocks and stuff that I have, worry about me for what? I wear brand new drawers every day. Only reason I got the same drawers on here because I'm in the hospital. I burn my sheets. I don't even sleep on the same sheets. I don't wash my towels because I burn them. I'll throw them away. I get brand new towels. I ain't just got like that. I've been like that so many years. I do not live that lifestyle y'all be living. If my ancestors needed a $500 liquor, they gonna get it. Because I'm always gonna take care of my ego. See, you penny pinch. You put off the day for tomorrow. I'm not like that. My moon is in Aries, and my destiny star is in Capricorn. And my destiny is to come here and to climb this mountain. And I'm gonna do that, y'all. I don't know what else I got to do to encourage you. I don't know what other example I got to be, but it's just so sad. It's so sad. The same God that was in Monday last week, you act like it's a different God. The same Egun, the same Moreto, the same Nkisi, the same Mpungo that was in last week, in this week. Just because your condition changed, don't mean God has changed. Whether it's Loa, Nkisi, Mpungo, or Risha, y'all too easily shaken. He said he declared the end at the beginning. That's why when I hear from heaven or I hear from spirit, all I need to know what it's gonna be. Because once you tell me what it be, I can deal with the rest. And I'm the type of guy, and even in church where we say we shout now before the battle is over. When I already get the answer that you shall pursue and recover all, what I got to go through don't matter to me. Be appreciative that I'm transparent. I ain't gonna never tell you everything because everything ain't none of your business. And half of the stuff you want to know, you can't help me anyway. Assist me where you can assist me if you gonna help. But all that time to pretend that you can't do a fucking thing for Apostle Samuel Jr. If it wasn't for my ancestors, my eguns, and my lifestyle, I didn't even turn to my mama. And my mama got a hell of a prayer life. You can't touch nobody in my family. My sister, my nieces, and I ain't turned to none of them. I got kids that are anointed and gifted, and I ain't turned to none of them. I got a Padrino, I got an Oba, and I ain't turned to none of them because my God has already delivered. My God has already brought me through. I'm sitting here going through the process. The victory has already been established. And when I was down, you left me. What's up, my Sagittarius from Detroit? Stop pretending that you such a support like that. It's not. It ain't necessary. It ain't necessary. You can be real with me. I accept you if you 2%, 3%, 10%, 15%. You ain't got enough percent. You ain't got never be 100 with me. Cause I'm 100 with God. I ain't looking for nobody's sympathy. And when I get ready, when it's time for me to die, I'm going to get out this bitch happily. And I hope to never have to return to the earth plane. Going to the next existence of life. And even my kids, it's going to take a lot of power to bring me back to this earth. So if they ain't in a place, they won't be able to get me back here. I done did my work. I'm doing my work. I'm shedding light. I'm giving knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And just like Abraham told the rich man, if they won't hear the prophets, they ain't gonna believe nobody from the dead. And it's the truth. I don't care how much honesty I have been. I don't care how truthful I've been. I don't care how transparent. It ain't gonna make you serve God no deeper, no harder, and no more committed. And when I say God, I'm talking about whatever the higher power is, whether it's frequency, vibration, it's God, is divine energy, divine feminine or masculine. Even with all this evidence, with all this knowledge, you still slowful, you still inconsistent, you still move when you feel like it. You move with no urgency. You move around in this life that the Bible says no man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of his life. And you still entangle yourself. Somebody could tell you the church in the warfare. I done told members in the church, I'm in a warfare. And they continue to do what they've been doing the whole time. You don't stop what you got to do to tend to business. And it's okay. Because I'm going to do what it takes to please my God. Can you say that? I'm going to make the necessary sacrifices for my God to be pleased. Can you say that? Yeah, y'all, it's time to grow up. If you're going to follow me, be genuine. If you're going to support me, be genuine. You don't have to put on airs. You don't have to play rich around me. You don't have to play educated around me. You can be yourself. I can accept people for who they are. What I can't accept is phony shit. And especially in real life situation. When you going through real life situation, I don't play with you. I don't pretend to be helping you. Yes.
Hi, my dear. Sorry for the delay. I'm just gonna check your blood pressure. I got the blood ready.
Oh, okay. Give me about 5 minutes if you don't mind.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Look at that victory that come already. I wish people would appreciate. And when you get off the line today, look up the word transparency. That don't mean somebody gonna tell you everything. But I share a lot of stuff. For me to be as private as I am, I share, and I be thinking in my mind, I hope I'm helping people realize that spirituality is not glamour. It's commitment. You know, Joseph got the prophecy through a dream, but he still had to go to prison. He still had to be sold into slavery. But when it was all said and done, everything God said came to pass. You don't know what your journey gonna be looking like. And you don't need nobody out here faking like it ain't gonna be no rough roads. It ain't gonna be no up and down hills. That's life. But you don't have the victories I have. I don't have nothing to complain about. Except I ain't never liked needles, and it ain't gonna change. I'm gonna die not liking needles. But if you think I'm stupid that I ain't got me covered, but I got you covered, come on. I'm first partaker of fruit. I keep it honest because I can. I keep it real because I am. And you should appreciate somebody being transparent with you. And because I ain't had to share nothing with nobody. Because you ain't paying for nothing. I'm paying for this. And I done already paid for this. And you should appreciate somebody helping you see what it looked like to come through trials such as this. Because it could be going another way. It wasn't enough to bring Mario back from the dead 4 and 5 times. That didn't impress you. And you ain't never brought nobody back from the dead. I need y'all to really think about what you done already experienced through my ministry, and you're not giving it the proper due, and you got the nerve to be shaking. That's not my teaching, and it's not my example. I've never came across like that. I ain't never displayed it. I ain't never taught it. I ain't never showed it. And that's not only to you. I ain't never showed it to my kids, my mama. And as much of a worry wart as my mama is, she ain't worried no more, because when she saw me, she know ain't nobody but God's power. My mama Virgo. And that's all she liked to do is worry. But she couldn't deny what God was doing. And she ain't stayed long, and she ain't worried. Because she know I'm coming out. I'm chosen for real. I'm anointed for real. But it ain't nothing wrong with going on the potter's wheel. Ain't nothing wrong with being on the altar. If you think this is what you want, you don't know what kind of journey or pathway God gonna take you down. And if you ain't about that life, stop pretending that you about this life. Because when these trials come, you're gonna have to weather these storms. Apostle, you are more transparent than plastic. That's a good one. I like that, to meet you. It just, and people should appreciate that. And I don't give you no falsity. I ain't give you no false report. I ain't trying to make things better than what it is. I'm telling you just what the doctor told me. I ain't exaggerating. I ain't trying to make it worse, better, or nothing. I'm telling you the report. And in a short time, God done flipped that around for me. Just like in a short time, He flipped stuff around for you. And I'm going to say this before I get off his live. If you say you want somebody with experience, that means they have to experience things. And when somebody got experiences, you need to listen. If you don't appreciate my transparency, I don't need you to be following me, pretending that you respect my experiences, because it ain't gonna help you none. Being honest, showing people how to come through their trials, how to come to tribulation, no matter whether they initiated, non-initiated. Don't worry about Apostle Ethan. The Bible says, except God watch a house, they labor in vain. I know I'm being watched over, kept. And if you want to be a blessing to me, be a blessing. If you want to be a part of my birthday, be a blessing, be that. But if you ain't here to be real, don't waste your time with me. Please don't waste your time with me. Because you won't get your feelings hurt. Look up Sagittarius again. If you think I won't tell you about your natural ass, I don't care. I done went through too much. I done dealt with too much. I ain't in the mood. And when I get out of here, I'm going to find me and buy me some more new drawers. Because I don't necessarily want to wear what I already bought. And I'll figure it out, because I don't know. I'm in a mood. I want something different. But let me let her get my blood started. But I appreciate anybody that's being real with me, okay? Y'all have a good one. God bless.